Hi guys, welcome back to World of Tanks with the mighty Jingles. It's heavy tank countdown time again, and this time I'm focusing on one player. This is Juravski from the EU server. Right now he's in his IS-3 in a standard battle on Sound River. Juravski sent in a lot of replays, and all of his heavy tank replays made it onto the shortlist. Unfortunately for Juravski, well, the shortlist was anything but short. There was something like 25 to 30 replays on the initial heavy tank shortlist, and I had to cut it down to manageable size. And this is no criticism of Juravski's, playing. Watch these videos. He is incredibly good driving heavy tanks. And I felt that his games were good enough that I was going to do a spotlight video on him and show you some of the games that he sent in. So here he is in his IS-3. Standard battle, Sound River. He's platooned up with his buddy Firestarter in the Tiger 2. Just check the names, make sure I've got it right. Yep, Firestarter. That could have been embarrassing. And here's first contact. Enemy light tank. He's getting a little bit too far forward there. You always run into enemy heavies. There's no need to come all the way up here to spot them. You just wait for them to crest the ridge and bingo, there they are. So for the battle of the light tanks on the corner over there at the moment, there's a T-25 AT heading into the town. But there's a far juicier target. And there's lots of far juicier targets. Angle's not great, but this gun is good enough to penetrate the side of a KV-1S even angled like that, and there we go. Oh yes, on fire. Suck on that one, Ivan. And he's not alone, he's brought friends. There's our first kill. Oh, and a T-20. Can we reload in time? Oh, hell yeah. Go on, Firestarter, finish him off. No, you missed. Really? Do we have to do everything? Yep, kill number 2. And now these guys are all still sitting in the exact same positions. Yep, that was a good hit. We didn't see it happen, but that shot went in. Oh, we took some return fire. I think it was probably from the Tiger 2. Note that there's no artillery in this game. Oh, and he set him on fire again. Is he going to burn to death? Yes, he is. Killed number 3. Tiger 2. Ah, shot went wide. Well, Tiger 2's got no friends anymore. Time to make our move. So he heads down to the low ground, gets some cover between himself and the Tiger 2's gun. But he's looking at the map. You can see he's thinking, that ain't looking too good. Yeah. Okay, screw the Tiger 2. There's more than enough lemmings heading down this way to take care of one Tiger 2. Even tries to get out of the way of that T-29 driver and he swims into him. Anyway, yes, look at this. Trouble heading for the base. We've got one tank destroyer, Jagdpanther, who may or may not be AFK. No, he's not AFK, he's got a kill. Sorry, Mr. Jagdpanther driver. But one Jagdpanther is not going to hold off the onslaught that's coming around from the north. But an IS-3, on the other hand, will just have a chance. That looks like a stock 4502A. He's got the stock turret and he's got the long 88 gun. So this shouldn't be too challenging. The challenge is to nail him and kill him. Jagdpanther, well played. He's taken a beating though, and there he goes down. So that's the threat to the flank dealt with. Now the guys who went south aren't having that good a time of it either. T-25AT's just died. Oh, a V-39. It's not a good spot. Giving him shots at our side, but he doesn't appear to be capitalising on it. V-39 fires, tracks eat it. Is he going to be dumb enough to hang around on that ridge line? I think he is. Oh, we missed. Ferdinand kills him. Fine, good. Got to reset the cap. Flank secure, and geez, 3 enemy tanks. Alright. Which one are we going to kill first? Okay, we've been tracked, so it's a question of which one we can actually get a gun pointing at. Lousy gun depression. Can't hit that T-43. Here's the T-20. Now you've got to spread the damage around. You can't just focus on one tank and kill it. You need to sit here, take in hits, and spread the damage around and reset the cap. They're up to 90. Bang. Good call. Hits the T-20. Nice. Alright, now you've bought yourself some breathing time. Now you can afford to start looking for kills. Okay, the T-40... You were going to shoot the T-20, but the T-43 is trying to get around your flank. Crap. Not good. Ram him. No, didn't have enough speed. A little help would be good, but you're probably not going to get it. T-43 is the biggest threat. Okay, good. Get that turret turned back around. We're completely immobile. Oh, tracks back up just in time to straighten our armour out so that IS can't kill us. Focus on the T-20. Focus on the ones that are going to get around you. Medium tanks trying to do what medium tanks do. Ferdinand saves our ass. Well, I say saves our ass. Ferdinand helps us. We had it covered. And now one more shot should kill that IS. There we go. Base secure. 5 kills. And all they have left is an SU-100M1. And the guys down at the south are just about to clean his clock. And I'm not going to say that was a comfortable win. It wasn't. That was a hard-fought victory. But what a player. And it's not just... Time and time again you're going to see in these... from the games that got sent in that actually made it as far as this in the replay contest. Time after time after time. It's not just the guys that know how to drive the tanks. They're also the guys that know how to read the minimap. Reading the minimap is probably the single most important skill that you can learn playing this game. And secondary to that is taking the information that you've seen, that you've gained from the minimap, and understanding where the tank that you're driving at the time needs to be based on what you're looking at. And that's the kind of thing that you see so many people failing on over and over and over again. And the guys that have made it this far in the replay contest definitely do not fall into that category. And yeah, it's always amusing watching somebody who's top tier just kick the arses of everybody on the enemy team, but when you're watching somebody who's not top tier do the same thing, that's when you know you've got a special game. Here's Juravski in his KV-1S, and it's a tier 7 game on Himmelsdorf. Straightforward standard battle, none of that encounter rubbish. And at the start he seems to be the only member of his team even remotely interested in doing anything about the likely heavy tank rush coming down the 8-line road. There's hardly even anybody on his team going for the hill. There's one lonely medium tank going up there. He's probably getting second thoughts around about now, looking at what's supporting him. There's another medium going for it, but he's way behind. And there's nobody here with us other than a tank destroyer. Look at the map. There's one enemy light tank has rushed through, and the entire team is all just clustered around killing that one enemy light tank. Here we go. That was a good hit. that ARL driver's probably thinking, what the hell just hit me? Did anybody get the number of that bus? And it comes out again. Clearly not the smartest driver in the world. And now, well, that was unlucky. 1%. But he doesn't seem to be in a rush to go anywhere. Are his tracks blown off? Did we cripple his engine? Is he just incredibly stupid? Oh, he's just incredibly stupid. Things look slightly better on the hill. 2 mediums and a tank destroyer. But you can't help but get the feeling that we're dealing with an enemy team here who just totally failed to capitalise on the chances that this hopeless friendly team just handed them on a plate. Look, we're the only tank guarding this road. None of these pussies are prepared to push. Yeah, you just drive sideways onto a KV-1S and let me know how that works out for you, pal. You know, you just show us your weakest armour and we'll put a shot into you, set you on fire. Ah, I didn't quite kill you. Okay, no problem. That's a problem. That's an error we can fix. So there's our first kill. There's that M6. Sometimes the aiming time of this gun, and you absolutely cannot rush your shots or you'll miss, and then you have to spend 12, 13, 14 seconds reloading. So no matter how tempting the target, make sure you're fully aimed, unless there's absolute, you know, I mean, if you're literally scraping paint off the enemy tank, you're so close, you cannot miss. In all of the circumstances, wait until you're fully aimed. Because even when you're fully aimed, sometimes you miss. Well, that's enough of this defensive bollocks. Let's go and hunt some enemy tanks. Oh, hello. Oh, this is going to sting. This is going to leave a mark. I had no idea what hit him. Probably thought, oh, I've still got a couple hundred health left. I'll be fine. Blurt. Oh, shit! What was that? So this enemy team they're so cautious. None of them are pushing anywhere. Look at the situation on the hill, right? It basically hasn't changed. They outnumber and outgun the defenders, but they're just not pushing. They've been in the same position for the last 5 minutes. Now that heavy tank is going for it. What is it? It's a Tiger, for God's sake. A Tiger, a 3002 DB, and there's something else up there as well. There's tier 7s. And what's holding them off? A lone SU-100M1. T-43 has had enough and is running away. There was another medium up there, I'm not sure which one it is. But they've held them off long enough. SU-100M1's played well. He hasn't killed anything, but he's kept these cowards at bay long enough that Juravski can pop up here and do this. Oh, look, a Stug. You can one-shot kill a Stug with the gun on this tank. It only has 350 health. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, let's kill number 4. What we have to remember is Juravski is not the top tier tank in this game. It's a tier 7 match, a tier 7 city match. There's no cover. And he's up to 4 kills. SU-100M1 played a blinder of a defensive game there. It'd be a real shame if he was to die just now. Oh, hello, Mr. Tiger. Yeah, you're not so tough without all your mates, are you? One more shot. How long is it going to take a Tiger to get uphill and close enough to shoot him? And even then, he's not going to be able to kill him. But he can kill the Tiger. Oh, Right, yeah, now whoever gets the next shot off is basically going to win this. Angle, angle, keep moving, don't let him focus on a weak spot, reload, and kill him while he's still dithering around. So, yeah, Juravski, KV-1S, 5 kills. That was a, believe it or not, 2,500 experience, undoubled, on a premium account, 2,500 experience game. Exceptionally well played. Taking advantage of the indecisiveness and basically outright cowardice of a very weak enemy team. But if you don't take advantage, you know, that's where good scores come from. Never interrupt the enemy when they're making a mistake. And just in case anybody thinks it's a fluke, here he is in the IS-3 again, in a Tier 9 game. Straightforward standard battle on Erlenberg. He's platooned up with Firestarter in the Tiger 2 again. They make a good team. I like the KV-1S game. You know, it's always good to see somebody who isn't top tier kicking the asses of tanks bigger and nastier than he is. And so while I did make the decision to cut Juravski's games from the final list of runners-up and winner, that should in no way be taken as a criticism of the games he played. Anybody who made it this far has played some exceptionally good games. I mean, the evidence is right here in front of your eyes. You're watching it. This guy knows how to drive his heavy tanks. And now what's worrying is that, you know, again, where the hell is the rest of the team? It's a Tier 9 game. There's 2 Tier 8s and a couple of Tier 7s holding up the rear. And they're the only ones that have come round to heavy tank corner. Well, to be fair, the way the matchmaker has screwed the team is that they are the biggest heavy tanks on the team. The 2 Tier 9s are both medium tanks. A Lorraine and a T-54. Speaking of T-54s, and of course, oh crap, a Super Persian. An incredibly stupid Super Persian who drives around heavy tank corner sideways on. Yeah, now that guy up on the top of the hill there, slightly more intelligent than his friend on 79% health. But of course, here comes artillery. And look, this is bad. This is really bad. Okay, the artillery, however, they know what they're doing. They recognise the threat on this corner. These guys need all the help they can get, and so that's a really, really well-placed shot from the S-51 that nailed that Tiger 2, the single biggest threat to these guys over here. So we know we have artillery support. And not only that, you can see from the shots he's taking that this guy knows the weaknesses and the strengths of enemy tanks. Oh yeah, we'll have that. Come on, Mr. T-54 with your tracks blown off. And there's artillery support. But look at these clowns. Driving sideways on in front of Tier 8 heavies is not a good idea. But please, don't stop doing it. Looks like they're focusing on Firestarter in the Tiger 2. That Super Pershing over on the left. Well, yeah, even this guy. He's in the right spot, but he's turned sideways onto their guns. He's making it easy for them. And all he's effectively doing, even though he's in the flanking position, is blowing his tracks off. And artillery, well played in the artillery in this game. Firestarter ain't dead yet. But look at the artillery support these guys are getting. They'd have been creamed without the artillery. And it's not just about artillery getting kills, it's about artillery recognising where they need to be firing. Seeing where the biggest threat is and giving all the support they can to the weakest flank, where they can do the most good. So while it does look as if these two guys held this corner alone against God alone knows how many enemy tanks, they didn't actually do it alone. Not taking anything away from the performance of Juravski and Firestarter, who tanked that corner like a pair of bosses. But they had some amazing support from very, very good artillery players. Oh, that was a good hit. Is that Tiger 2 still tracked? Nope, he's dead. Firestarter kills him. Checking out the map, situation looks secure. We've got guys forcing the bridge on the northern side, and artillery's making a run for it. There is an Object 704 guarding that bridge though, but hopefully RT, now that we're secure on this side, is switching their fire and giving what cover they can to the guys going over the north. Judging by the distinct lack of artillery tracer visible in the last minute, that's probably exactly what they're doing. Yep, there we go. Oh, he just killed their IS-8. But it looks like the T-54 has beaten off the attack and is now counter-attacking. Now there is an Object 704 parked with his ass tucked in around the side of one of those buildings, and that seems to be what Juravski's going for, although, you know, if you see the spot chance to make a kill like this, it really would be foolish not to take it. Oh, 1%? Are you kidding me? And that was a bounce from an Object 704. Unfortunately, that was a miss from an Object 704, but Artie's getting stuck in. You cannot, you don't want, even on 811 health, an Object 704 can one-shot kill you. But again, Artie to the rescue. Of course, now we're reloaded, but he's reloaded too. And artillery steps up to the plate, saves our ass again, and there you go. 3 kills, a buttload of damage done, 2,400 experience, undoubled. Playing a tier 8 heavy tank in a tier 9 game. Well, I thought those were pretty good, but who cares what I think? Let's head over to our special guest judge to see what he made of Juravski's submissions. Turns out that Lenin Cat approves this glorious socialist replay, and you can't really ask for higher praise than that. So, Juravski, thank you for sending in the replays that you did. They were all a pleasure to watch. Unfortunately, I had to make some cuts from the shortlists. However, your games were so good, I felt they deserved a spotlight of their own. So well done, Juravski. Thank you for sending your games in. More to come from various other players, showing you in the next day or two the guys that I ended up cutting from the final list, and then we'll show you the winners, well, the winner and the runners-ups, and we'll finally be able to give some gold away. Yay! It was all going to be worth the wait, trust me. Anyway, as always, take care on the battlefield, and I'll catch you next time.